So mercy. I want to talk a little bit about Hollywood. It is the most effective storyteller today. Not that everything comes out of it is great. I know the right calls it godless, communist, whatever, and the left has some pretty good critiques around it being too white and too male. A lot of stories that we see, they're shared experiences. What do these movies say about mercy? In the first couple ones we're going to look at, mercy is a sign of incredible weakness.
Yeah, you got spirit, kid, I'll give you that. More than your old man, anyway. In the joint, Chill told me about the night he killed your parents. He said your father begged for mercy. Begged. Like a dog.
Let's look at a couple.
After tonight, if they speak of you, they'll speak only of how you begged for death. And I, being a merciful Lord, obliged.
Get up!
A power-hungry tyrant who is also really childish and arrogant. We don't have any examples like that today, but just try to imagine.
You will provide me with an heir of pure blood, so that Commodus and his progeny will rule for 1,000 years. Am I not merciful?
When he doesn't get his way and tries to, as he's tried many times, to rape his sister.
Am I not merciful?
Then there's this kind of judge, there's this connection to justice. And so when we see Alan Rickman, rest in peace, play this really horrible judge.
Though it is my earnest wish ever to temper justice with mercy, your persistent dedication to a life of crime is an abomination before God and man. I therefore sentence you to hang by the neck until you're dead.
But we also hear this liturgical phrase, especially within a criminal justice system, where we say,
And may the Lord have mercy on your soul.
a lot of different cases of this.
You will be hanged by the neck until dead. May the Lord have mercy on your soul.
This kind of liturgy, I think, is really, it's ironic because it says that if you have mercy, you can't have justice. The biblical images of mercy is intimately connected with justice. They are intertwined. We have fascinating prayers from three different people who are part of a narrative. Two are about to battle each other, and they come from more poor settings within 19th century New York City. And then there's a very rich setting up on Fifth Avenue. And that's where we hear the refrain
The Lord
of,
is merciful, and his love endures forever. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
in Jonah, it happens because he's being sarcastic. He wants God to smite a certain people from Nineveh, and God doesn't do it, so Jonah gets pissy. Because I knew that you are a gracious God and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. The liturgy goes from even our centers of justice, of supposed justice, but our halls of power, to where a British comedy troupe can make fun of that.
Consult the Book of Armaments. Armaments, chapter 2, verses 9 to 21.
And Saint Attila raised the hand grenade up on high, saying, O Lord, bless this thy hand grenade, that with it thou mayst blow thine enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy.
That begging for mercy comes in a couple different ways.
Now ye augur, pray for mercy from.
There's this idea that mercy is withheld by those with power. So both in a funny way.
Not so fast, you ingrates! Public news team is taking a break from its pledge drive to kick some ass. No commercials, no mercy! Yeah!
Also in a really extreme way, from a fascist dictator who has taken over a country.
I give you my most solemn vow that justice will be swift, it will be righteous, and it will be without mercy.
But I think the biggest piece for me is a really unique kind of scene from a phenomenal movie where a senator whose daughter has been kidnapped by this serial killer, she makes a plea on TV.
I know you can feel love and compassion. You have a wonderful chance to show the whole world that you can be merciful as well as strong.
And I think in the biblical scriptures, that's what we have. We have Paul saying that through the weakness of Jesus the Christ, we find strength. Connect that with the deeply biblical and Christian understanding that Jesus, weak, up on a tree, lynched in front of the whole world, publicly executed by the powers that be. In that weakness, we find incredible strength.